And welcome back, everybody, to the Law and Crime Network. I want to turn now, before we continue our trial coverage, I want to turn to a really important case that's happening right now that's really gained a lot of nationwide attention, and that is the disappearance of a young woman, 20 years old, Mollie Tibbetts. She disappeared. She was at her boyfriend's brother's home, staying there in Brooklyn, Iowa. She disappeared. You can see her picture there. She disappeared after she was out jogging. The details of the timeline are a bit unclear. Her father, though, has not given up hope that she is still alive. She disappeared July 18th. It is now August 8th, so almost a month, 3 weeks, and search parties are out there frantically trying to find this woman and hope that the worst has not occurred. I want to bring in, to talk about this important case, someone that has been in this father's shoes, Mollie Tibbetts' father's shoes, and that is Ed Smart. Ed, are you there?
Yes, thanks.
Thanks so much for joining us on the network. And of course, for our viewers, I'm sure you're aware, Ed is the father of Elizabeth Smart, who was abducted in 2002. 9 months later, she was discovered. I'm sure all of our viewers are very familiar with the case. Ed, please talk to me about what this father must be going through. You've probably been watching the case like all of us on the sidelines as people are frantically searching for her. Is this bringing up some of those emotions?
You know, certainly your mind just goes, where is she? What can I do further to help? To me, I think that her father is doing a great job staying out there, keeping the public engaged. It's interesting because many people don't understand that a lot of parents feel like their children may still be alive. Others feel like they are no longer there. And certainly when a parent says that, they feel that their child's still out there, until you learn otherwise, you try to keep your hope. And it's not that you don't struggle, because you absolutely do, wondering what has happened to her, why would somebody take her, but the important thing is that, she still is out there and she needs everybody's support. I'm thrilled to hear that the searches are still occurring, and, our heart goes out to that family. I think, though, that, once the first week has passed, if she is still alive out there, there's still a great chance that she's still out there and that she can be found. And certainly we're praying for their family and hoping that things will work.
I want to talk to you a little bit about kind of getting through a situation like this. But first, I want to read some quotes that Mollie Tibbetts' father gave to the local media about kind of his feelings about what could have happened to his daughter. And he says, "It's total speculation, but I do believe that Mollie is with someone who she knows, probably someone who cares about her, but that relationship was misguided, misinterpreted, and went wrong. And I think they're in a place with Mollie and don't know how to get themselves out of this horrible situation." So I hear those words, Ed, from the father of Mollie, and it makes me wonder if this was a very carefully engineered message to Mollie's potential captors or kidnappers. What do you think by what he said?
Certainly, I think that's true. We initially felt like, this person has done something that they potentially regret that they've done, and that they would let her go. And, we tried in every which way to encourage the perpetrator to let her go.
Because the approach that you took, Ed, with the media, you don't want to scare the captors off from doing the right thing, right?
Right. You don't want to scare them off, and you don't want to scare them into doing the wrong thing, and that's, ending her life. So we're, hoping, certainly her parents are asking the perpetrator to, think about this, to, I know we asked the perpetrator to let Elizabeth go and let her return to her family, and certainly we would love to see that happen for Mollie and hers.
Ed, as the Tibbetts family is dealing with the emotions, and I can't even imagine as a parent myself not knowing where my daughter is for that extended amount of time. What, I guess you could call it advice, but what would you tell that family in order to make it through every day and not to give up hope in their search?
You know, I think one of the really important things for them to do is, one, to try to take care of themselves, because I'm sure they're just completely out of their minds with worry as to what's happened to her, where she is, and what they can do to help find her. And generally, you'll kind of put yourself at the back. I know Lois and I couldn't sleep for nights and nights, and, you know, just worrying and wondering. And we didn't really take good care of ourselves, which, you know, I think taking care of yourselves allows you to get and keep the message going, and to encourage people to, you know, to help keep their eyes open, because you just know that somebody has probably seen something out there, and that you know, everyone working together, it's the eyes of the public that are really going to help to bring Mollie home.
Absolutely, and we certainly hope this is the end result. Through this search, Mollie's family and father especially has believed that she's still alive. Ed, you believe the same thing of Elizabeth. Why did you never give up hope in that 9 months?
You know, inside I had a feeling that Elizabeth was out. And that's not to say that I didn't have doubts at different times, but I kept having this renewed feeling inside that she was out there and that we couldn't stop looking for her. If we stopped, then, you know, we would be caving into something that I would regret the rest of my life. And so we felt like we needed to do everything that we possibly could. And engaging the public, I mean, the public is truly the greatest resource that we have out there, and keeping it out in the media is huge. I believe that in the end, that's what brought Elizabeth home to us. We had two people at the very same time see Elizabeth and Brian David Mitchell, and it was at that point they both called the police. The police showed up and took care of it, and you know, Elizabeth was brought home to us. So we truly believe that between the media, law enforcement, and especially the public, keeping their eyes and ears open, you never know when you're going to you know, see her or learn about something that could help lead to where she is.
Absolutely, and I think you speak for all of us in saying our hopes and prayers are certainly with Mollie Tibbetts' family. We hope the best result in all of this, and that they're able to locate her and that she is safe. And Ed, we thank you so much for coming on our program this afternoon and sharing your thoughts and raising awareness about this important case. When we come back, we'll take you back to more of our trial coverage. Thanks again, Ed. See you in a few minutes.